Streaming live now on News8000.com. You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now, this weekend.
Good evening and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now this weekend. I'm Emily Haugen. The La Crosse Police Department is investigating a possible threat toward Logan High School. School officials postponed the school's homecoming dance tonight as officials believe the threat may be related to the event. La Crosse School District technology staff are currently working with police to identify how the threat came about. They do not have any further information at this time. Logan's principal is encouraging parents and guardians to have conversations with students and ask them to share any information they might have about the incident to a confidential tip line. And backlash is mounting against several states, including Florida, over the transportation of migrants to the north. One legal group helping said migrants were promised jobs and housing, but were sent to places like Martha's Vineyard and Washington, D.C. without clear information. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis is defending his decision as support pours in to assist those displaced. Melissa Rainey has the list.
This was the scene this week outside Joint Base Cape Cod in Massachusetts, where dozens of migrants are now being housed. It comes after they were sent to Martha's Vineyard from Texas this week. Some say they did not know their destination until last minute, hoping to see loved ones.
We came with, as I say, the idea of reuniting with them.
They were told there was a surprise present for them and that there would be jobs and housing awaiting for them when they arrived. This was obviously a sadistic lie.
Meanwhile, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis says he intends to use all of the $12 million allocated in the state budget to relocate migrants out of Florida, adding that many of them end up in his state.
We're going to spend every penny of that to make sure that we're protecting the people of the state of Florida. And these are just the beginning efforts.
Now backlash is coming from the White House and from one Florida politician who says the governor's claims that the state is overwhelmed is a political stunt.
Texas may have an issue, but for the governor of Florida to go to Texas and kidnap his, migrants that have come into his state and make it some kind of crisis in Florida, it is absurd.
These are the kinds of tactics we see from smugglers in places like Mexico and Guatemala. And for what? A photo op?
Migrants were also shipped to Washington, D.C., New York, and Chicago. So far, more than $175,000 have been raised from residents of Martha's Vineyard Island in support of the migrants. I'm Melissa Rainey reporting.
Governor Ron DeSantis also did not turn down the idea of working with Texas Governor Greg Abbott to arrange future transportation.
Overall, not a bad Saturday. Some places had a little bit of rain. The splash and dash showers will continue throughout the evening and overnight hours. There's a look at the radar scan right now. Across the extreme southeastern portion of the News 8 viewing area, seeing a little bit of heavy rain, but other than that, we have a clean sweep across the area. We made it to 80 today. 79 was the high in Winona. 80 was the high in Black River Falls. Eau Claire, you made it to 79. Mid-70s from Viroqua to Decorah over towards Prairie du Chien and Boscobel. Right now, we're sitting at 77 in La Crosse, 1 degree warmer in Eau Claire, Winona. Good evening to you guys. You're at 75 degrees. 74 is the number from Black River Falls down to Sparta, over towards the Wisconsin Rapids area down to Madison. So if you have any evening plans, we'll see temperatures staying in the upper 60s to low 70s. The clouds will pick up as we go into the next several hours. I'm going to keep a small rain chance in the forecast throughout the overnight hours, Emily. Now, coming up in the first alert forecast, we're talking cooler temperatures, and I'm going to give you a little bit of a tease. Some places may not see highs in the 60s.
Wow.
All right. 50s. We'll talk about that coming up in a few minutes.
All right. Thanks, Eric.
You bet.
Mandela Barnes is continuing his campaign for U.S. Senate in Black River Falls. The current Lieutenant Governor of Wisconsin met with supporters to discuss issues within their community. The meet and greet comes shortly after the Marquette Law School poll revealed Barnes is closely behind his opponent, Ron Johnson. Barnes says the tight race doesn't faze him, and he has plans for getting in the lead.
So we're going to continue to lead with our message all across the state of Wisconsin, showing up in communities all across the state, talking about opportunity, but most importantly, holding Ron Johnson accountable.
Yesterday, Barnes agreed to debate Ron Johnson. The two politicians will meet twice, once on October 13th in Milwaukee and then in Oshkosh. That date for that event has not yet been announced. And nothing brings a community together like a picnic. The Holmen Area Foundation celebrated their 25th anniversary with a 2-mile fun run and free food at Halfway Creek Park. The events commemorated the foundation's accomplishments and thanked area citizens for their support. Members hope that the celebration will encourage Holmen residents to help their community.
Do what you can. If you can't write a check, you can come work in the gardens. You can come be a part of our group and help give back where we can, whether it's just monetary or being a part of our organization.
The foundation also awarded the Servant Leadership Award to a pair of retired Holmen teachers. Since their formation, Holmen Area Foundation has donated over $1 million to community projects, scholarships, and events. They plan to announce 25 new projects in the coming weeks. And live music is taking over downtown. Midwest Music Festival will bring local and regional bands to La Crosse. Staples like the Root Note, Riverside Park, and Popcorn Tavern. This is the festival's 5th year in La Crosse, and the festival has also had a 13-year run in Winona. Folks say it is the best way for all people in the Driftless region, including families, to find their favorite band.
I think it's just a great opportunity to support local music, find a new band that you've never heard of before, maybe never seen before, and just be around friends and have a good time.
The festival welcomed headliner S. Carey, who is a member of Wisconsin-based group Bon Iver. He will perform at 9:45 tonight. People Brothers Band, a festival regular, and local group Toaster Ghost will perform at 6:30. Tickets for the rest of the festival cost up to $45. And it's an Applefest miracle. Last year was the final La Crescent Scenic Run to the Edge 5K. That race was held for 25 years, but this year it's returning with a new name. Over 250 people ran in the La Crescent Applefest 5K. Race directors say they are excited to revive a decades-long tradition.
It's awesome. It's such a great community event. It's one of the few 5Ks in La Crescent, so we're really happy to bring the community together.
And unlike past years, the race finished at Old Hickory Park, and kids got a chance to run in their own race. Funds from the 5K will go to 2 lucky scholarship recipients at La Crescent High School. And the Walk to End Alzheimer's brought a sea of purple to Riverside Park today, and around 250 walkers participated. UWL's Screaming Eagles Drumline and the Coulee Region Hearts Choir performed in support. This event is the largest fundraiser of the year for the Alzheimer's Association. In Wisconsin alone, more than 120,000 people are living with Alzheimer's, and almost 200,000 are caregivers. The disease is isolating for many people and their families, and today's walk is a symbol of support for those affected.
The walk today is to bring people out and let them know that they are not alone, that the Alzheimer's Association is here to support them, give them any resource that they need.
And following the fundraiser, walkers and supporters enjoyed brunch at La Crosse Distilling Company in the first annual End Alls Fest. If you missed today's events and would like to support, we'll post a link at news8000.com. And coming up, our research shows that our bones are getting more brittle. This means hip fractures are expected to double in just a few decades. Plus, we may have to wait a couple more weeks, but Oktoberfest is officially underway in Munich. We'll give you a look at these overseas festivities in just a few.
Classic Antique and Collector Car Auction, Winona, Minnesota, October 7th and 8th. Everyone welcome as a buyer, seller, or spectator. Midwest's largest collector car auction. Consign now and turn your classic into cash. Find out more at RemlingerAuctions.com or call 507-450-3173 today. RemlingerAuctions.com.
You protected our rights, preserved our freedom. You may have even risked your life for us. Now, it's our turn to fight for you. Your local Wisconsin emergency, energy, and housing assistance providers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund reward the service of our veterans with rental and energy support in their time of crisis. Apply today to get the fresh start you've earned.
Backed by popular demand, Hy-Vee drive-through flu shot clinics. Just follow the signs in your Hy-Vee parking lot to get your flu shot right from your car. It's easy, convenient, and no appointment or prescription is necessary. Drive-through flu shots are offered on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 3 to 7 p.m. Or get your flu shot inside your Hy-Vee pharmacy at any time with no appointment necessary. Plus, when you get your flu shot at Hy-Vee, you get a 20-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver.
Buy season tickets now for the La Crosse Symphony Orchestra's upcoming concert season, Something to Believe in. A limited number of season tickets remain for our 124th season, So buy your tickets now on the La Crosse Symphony Orchestra's website. Guaranteed seats for each concert starting October 22nd. 6 fabulous evenings of uplifting music featuring the talent of local and national musicians. Buy your tickets now at lacrossesymphony.org.
A new study looks at why men are more likely to suffer from hip fractures, and new research reveals the most effective method to calm crying babies. Michael George has this week's top health stories.
The number of hip fractures worldwide is expected to double by 2050, particularly for men and the elderly. Researchers at the University of Hong Kong say people are living longer and are getting frailer, and osteoporosis is also underdiagnosed in men. A new study finds the best way to calm a crying baby is walking while carrying the infant. A study in Japan found walking for just 5 minutes stopped the crying and lowered the baby's heart rate. Researchers also found that a short walk followed by sitting for 8 minutes was the best approach for putting a baby to sleep. Just sitting while holding babies failed to stop crying in most cases. And eating your meals during the day instead of at night could improve mental health. A study from Brigham and Women's Hospital found that nighttime eating increased depression by as much as 26%. Researchers say the data is especially important for shift workers, who often work odd hours and may experience a 25 to 40% higher risk of mental health concerns. Those are some of the week's top health stories. Michael George, CBS News, New York.
And coming up on News 8 now at 6, you could be the next owner of a home that resembles a beloved novel. This Wisconsin property is turning heads and pages.
And we have rain and thunderstorm chances in the forecast, but not everybody will see it. We'll time everything out with Sky Tracker coming up on the other side of the break. Stay with us.
Lane's Farm and Fleet is celebrating 67 years. Since 1955, we've offered our neighbors quality products at fair and honest prices. Today, our commitment is stronger than ever, so we're offering incredible anniversary savings throughout the store. Like 50-pound bags of Diamond Crystal Solar Salt, 2 for $10. Lane's conventional motor oil, just $2.79 a quart. And get a free $15 gift card when you buy select bags of Hill Science Diet dog or cat food.
Find value at Lane's Farm and Fleet. When your back pain is your foot's fault. This is Dean's story.
I had back pain, and I honestly didn't know where to go.
Until a friend suggested the Good Feet store.
She had to explain to me the feet are connected to the back.
And get this.
As soon as I put on those Good Feet arch supports, the pressure lifted off my back. It's like finding that missing puzzle piece. Like, yes, this is it.
Stop by for your free fitting at the Good Feet store.
Who's the best team?
GNT!
No, Vikings!
GNT!
Vikings!
GNT!
There's no debate. It's GNT Heating and Air Conditioning for the best furnace team in the area. Each of our experts is prepared to help you with the sales, service, and installation of the comfort system that is ideal for your home or business. Quality you can count on, experience you can trust.
Call GNT for the best heating and air conditioning guaranteed.
In every department at Dahl Auto, you'll find people who've been in the industry for decades. Sales staff with a deep knowledge, not just of cars, but how to build relationships. A service team who always double checks each other's work. Dozens of people you may never meet who've been working for years to make buying and servicing a car feel fast and easy. In over 100 years at Dahl Auto, we've learned to value experience. After working with our team, you'll value our experience too. Dahl Auto, simple.
There's never been a better time to enjoy quality Flex Steel furniture than right now during the Flex Steel Factory Authorized Sale at Drury's in Fountain. You'll save on the latest casual sofas, chairs that say, "Take me home," stunning sectionals, even luxurious leather sofas and recliners. Every Flex Steel style is included in your choice of over 2,000 designer fabrics and leathers, all at the best prices of the year. Unlimited choices, big savings, and special 12-month interest-free financing. It's happening now at Drury's in Fountain.
Get the day's news in your inbox. Email newsletters from News 8 Now. Sign up today. Go to news8000.com/newsletters to get started.
Thank you for watching News 8 Now, our community, your station.
With the latest Lord of the Rings show gaining popularity, you might once again be geeking out over the classic series of fantasy novels. Well, we're happy to let you in on a little secret. Middle-earth is right here in Wisconsin. Adam Duxter has the story.
Lots of split levels in the Midwest, but nothing quite like this one.
Realtor Sarah Kopecki has sold hundreds of homes.
What's really cool about the walls is it's like a spray foam insulation that they've painted white.
But none of them quite like this. Built in the 1970s by two energy-efficient focused UW River Falls professors, every turn of this 2-bed, 2-bath house.
And you've got this wall of organizers.
Proves why it's called the Hobbit home.
I'm embarrassed to say I've never seen The Lord of the Rings, and I probably should have before listing this property.
The price might be less than you think, just $315,000.
We had agents touring from Kansas this morning, somebody from Milwaukee, we had somebody from Oklahoma.
How unique is this house? Well, with other homes, you might spend a day working on your yard and another day working on your roof. But with this place, that project is quite literally one in the same.
Jim Kramer's clients hope to be the next owners.
Immediately, if you just thought priceless, it's hard to put a number on something so unique.
I knew that people would be interested and excited about it. I never in my wildest dreams thought there would be as much excitement as there has been with this property.
In River Falls, Adam Duxter, WCCO 4 News.
So that property is 3.5 acres. Original plans for the home included a guest house and a studio, but it was never built. It's still pretty cool. And while we're still counting down the days until La Crosse's Oktoberfest, the German tradition is well underway in Munich. The celebration is back in Germany after 2 years of pandemic cancellations, and it's the same as it was. Beer mugs, pork knuckles, dinner plate-sized pretzels, and lots of men and women in traditional dress wear. You can tell here that the people are excited to be back.
Oh, it was an absolute ruckus. We forced our way through the entrance, through the main gates, and then we ran all the way up the strip and right into the beer tent. Excellent fun.
Crowds were still there, though inflation pressures have amped up the cost of a 2-pint mug of beer by about 15%. That's according to the official Oktoberfest homepage. If watching these festivities gets you excited for something closer to home, I have some good news for you. We're less than 2 weeks away from La Crosse's own Oktoberfest. Oh yeah, so back here at home we had some pretty gorgeous weather this morning, even though I got caught in the rain a little bit at the Alzheimer's walk, but I digress. What's the forecast, Eric?
Splash and dash showers are going to be in the forecast throughout the evening and overnight hours, and not everybody will see it. Matter of fact, some places didn't see much of anything today. Just stayed partly to mostly cloudy. Outside in Eau Claire right now, we're at 63 degrees. Our dew point's at 49. Our humidity is sitting at 60%. So our ambient temperature and the feels like temperature are the same. Winds are out of the south-southeast at 14 miles per hour. Bring it closer to home in La Crosse. We have sunny skies, 77 degrees. Our humidity is at 69%. It feels like 79 out there. Winds are out of the south at 5 to 15 miles per hour. So here's the radar scan. Right now we're seeing partly to mostly cloudy skies across the Coulee region. We'll get a little bit of a break as we go into your Sunday. Not going to rule out a shower or two in the overnight hours. Again, very minuscule. The majority of us won't see a drop. So when you wake up in the morning, temperatures in the 60s from top to bottom will greet you. And I want you to keep an eye on this map right here, because this map right here for the low end is what some places will look like by midweek on the high end. Think about that for a second. For tomorrow, we'll see temperatures in the 70s across La Crosse County. West Salem will go to 76, Shelby 79. New Albany, you'll make it to 77. Lansing 77, Waukon 74, La Crescent 79. Whitehall, you'll make it to 74. Down to Sparta 75, 73 in Trempealeau. Then from Ladysmith to Chippewa Falls, you'll see temperatures in the low 70s. So there's that cloud cover I was talking about. Here's a stray shower or two I was talking about as well. That's going to take place in the overnight hours. We'll start your day off with mostly cloudy skies for your Sunday. Rain chances pick up again Sunday night. That'll push its way through. We'll clear out for your Monday. Now, let's talk about Tuesday going into Thursday. See this guy right here? This is a low pressure system. We'll get on the back end of it. And what's going to happen is it's going to do two things. It's going to decrease the precip chances, and then it's going to drop those temperatures. How low will we go? We'll take a look at this. This is Tuesday. We have highs going in the 80s. Our average high for this time of year is 76 degrees. By Wednesday, we go to the 60s and 70s. And by Thursday, we're talking temperatures in the upper 50s towards Viroqua to low 60s from Eau Claire to Sparta over towards Boscobel as well as Prairie du Chien. Keep in mind, fall starts the 22nd. It's going to feel like every bit of it. For tonight, rain chances linger, otherwise mostly cloudy skies. Overnight lows right around 67 degrees with winds out of the south at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tomorrow, 79 degrees. The clouds will decrease. We'll see a nice light wind out of the south at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Allergy forecast, ragweed and weed both on the low end for today and tomorrow. Mold will stay on the high end, though, as well. Now, the balance of the 8-day shows temperatures going into the 80s for Tuesday. There's that 73 Wednesday, mid-60s for Thursday and Friday. Then we stay in the 60s, Emily. I want to step out of the way real quick. We stay in the 60s as we go into next weekend. So, like I said, fall starts the 22nd, and it's going to feel like every bit of it.
Oh, that is great news to me.
Yes, it is.
Love to wear a nice little sweater. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I did actually. So.
All right, thanks, Eric.
You bet.
Coming up after the break, the Wisconsin Badgers took the field this afternoon. Find out what had Camp Randall Stadium jumping around. Kate is in next with the highlights.
CityCam 8 is brought to you by the Board Store. A new entry door is like a smile on the face of your home. As the only Pro Via Platinum dealer in the area, the Board Store can help you design the door that welcomes you home.
It's fast food and service with authentic Mexican flavor at Senor Villa. With fun daily specials and cold, refreshing margaritas you won't want to miss. Come to Senor Villa in La Crosse and on Alaska. Authentic Mexican food and flavor.
Water is one of nature's most beautiful and life-sustaining resources. At no fault of their own, many Wisconsin utility customers are facing a shutoff to their water service. This leaves them without the one life-giving resource we all take for granted. And those hardest hit are on fixed incomes, juggling multiple temporary jobs, or those who lost full-time jobs in sectors hardest hit by the pandemic. If someone you care about needs a hand up, your local Wisconsin energy and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home and your water, heat, and power on. If you are in danger of losing your water service, call 833-H2O-WISC, 833-426-9472. You may not ask for it, but we're here to help.
Ladies, are you tired of the same old happy hour? How about buy one, get one free margaritas? Join us for fun and fiesta on Adelita Wednesdays, only at Senor Villa. Authentic Mexican food and flavor.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now Sports.
All right, high school football is done for the week, so now we kick it up a level. The Badgers are trying to bounce back after a tough loss last week in a game that they were 17-point favorites. Now they have New Mexico State, who has the second fewest yards per game in Division I football. So again, it's a game that the Badgers should handle with ease, and if they don't, then we might start thinking about hitting that panic button. All right, let's get into this one. Early on, the Badgers driving, and here's Braylon Allen. Takes the handoff, hits the hole, and he's gone. The 18-year-old with the house call to give the Badgers an early 7-0 lead. Now later on in this one, how about some defense? Ricardo Hallman going up and making an interception, one-handed. Maybe could have been pass interference, but it's not, and the Badgers take over. And then here's Braylon Allen again, fighting his way into the end zone. His second of the day gives the Badgers a huge lead, but he wasn't done. On the goal line again, he's going to get the handoff one more time. In for the score. Allen would finish with 86 yards and 3 touchdowns as the Badgers go on to win 66-7. All right, UWL, they're making the trip to Detroit, Michigan to take on Wayne State this evening. The Eagles coming into the game ranked 11th in Division III football, and their last chance to do some final sharpening before their biggest game of the season against UW Whitewater next week. This one's currently 21-14 in favor of the Eagles. They were losing 14-0, but scored 21 straight to close out the half. I'll have full highlights of this one later on tonight at 10. And then a little bit of baseball action this afternoon. The Twins taking on the Guardians twice today, but in game one, here's Jose Ramirez. Not where you want to leave that pitch on a 3-0 count. That's a deep solo shot, and the Guardians take a 1-0 lead. Fourth inning, 2 men on for Owen Miller. He gets one through to center field. 2 runs come in to score, and Cleveland now with a huge lead. But how about some good news for the Twins? The rookie, Matt Wallner, getting some action, and he takes Shane Bieber deep for his first career home run. But that was about all the good news the Twins had in Game 1. Luckily for them, they have a chance to get some instant revenge in Game 2, which just got started a few minutes ago. And for the Brewers, they had a big walk-off win in last night over the Yankees. They're back at it again today. This one just getting underway. I'll have full highlights later on tonight at 10. And we'll end the sports block on this. We couldn't fit it into the highlight zone last night, but how about Albert Pujols blasting home run number 698 of his career, now just 2 shy of becoming just the 4th player ever to reach 700 home runs. And who knows, maybe he'll do it in Milwaukee when the Cardinals visit town at the end of the month. That'll do it for sports, and we'll be right back.
Connect with us on Twitter at News8News. Or you can always find us at news8000.com.
At iMart Express, you'll save on glasses for classes. For $79, get 2 pairs with kid-safe polycarbonate lenses and a free 1-year frame warranty. Don't let the bell ring before you get a chance to save. A $200 value, all for $79.
Chevy Silverado. It's got the power you want and the capability you need to do the job, so you can get to the important work. Find new moments, find new roads. Get a $500 cash allowance on all 2022 Silverado pickups with a 2.7-liter turbo engine. Plus, now during truck season, get a $1,000 accessory allowance toward a new Chevy truck with accessories. Visit HometownChevy.com.
We asked our customers what they love about Blaine's Farm and Fleet's auto service.
I get all of my maintenance done here. I just had tires and brake job done last year. I'm getting an oil change today. I trust them with my car.
I had a battery put in here. They did a great job.
With Fleet in our name, you know we're auto experts. Schedule an appointment in-store or online and experience what others have since 1955. Tires and batteries, trust and care.
iMart Express owns selection, price, and speed. Need single vision? Get 2 pairs starting under $40. Progressives, 2 pairs start under $80. Nobody beats us, guaranteed. iMart Express. Right glasses, right price, right now.
All right, one final look at trade day. Temperatures are in the upper 70s again tomorrow. Rain chances not out of the question Monday night going into Tuesday, but look at that temperature drop. We go from mid to upper 80s on Tuesday to 60s for Thursday, Friday, going into next weekend. So fall is here and with vengeance.
Tuesday just doesn't even look like it fits in that forecast.
No, it's like one of these things just doesn't belong here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Did you make that up?
No.
Okay, I'm just double checking. All right, thank you so much for watching News 8 Now at 6. We hope to see you right back here tonight at 10.